In a small town, a 10 to 12-year-old boy lived with his parents. One day, after many years, he got the opportunity to visit his grandfather's village. Upon reaching the village, he spent the entire day with his grandfather, playing and enjoying his time. One day, while playing, he asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be a very successful person. Can you tell me some ways to achieve success?" His grandfather smiled and said, "Of course," and took him to a nursery. There, they bought 2 small saplings and returned home. Back home, the grandfather planted one sapling in a large pot inside the house, while the other was planted in the yard. Then he asked his grandson, "Which tree do you think will grow bigger in the future?" The boy thought for a moment and said, "I think the tree inside the house will grow bigger. The one outside will have to face many challenges: scorching sun, storms, rain, extreme cold and heat, and even attacks from animals. But the tree inside will be safe from all these." His grandfather smiled gently and said, "All right, we will see in the future which tree grows bigger." After 4 years, the boy returned to his grandfather. As soon as he arrived, he said, "Grandpa, 4 years ago, I asked you how to become successful, but you didn't answer me. Today, you must give me that answer." His grandfather smiled and said, "Of course, I will tell you, but first, let's go see how the 2 trees are doing." First, they looked at the tree inside the house. It had grown quite large, but it wasn't very tall, and its branches were weak. Then they went outside and were amazed to see that the small sapling had now turned into a massive tree. Its branches were strong and widespread, and its shadow covered the entire yard. Grandfather looked at the boy and said, "Tell me, which tree has grown bigger and stronger?" The boy said, "The tree outside, Grandpa." "But how is this possible? It has withstood so many storms, yet it has grown so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "You're right. The tree outside has endured countless storms, heavy rain, intense sunlight, and various adversities. These difficult circumstances have made it strong and massive. On the other hand, the tree inside the house has been protected from everything, so its growth has been limited." He continued, "To be successful, you must be like this outside tree. If you always stay in comfort, you will never discover your true strength. Every challenge in life makes you stronger. Difficult times will come, but they will lead you towards success." Hearing this, the boy began to think deeply and kept staring at the massive tree. Lesson: life's adversities should not be seen as obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. It is the difficult times that teach you the most progress.